Hello Aries, thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For the supportive oracle cards, Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. I already shuffled. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. Does feel like it's environment too. Okay. Interesting. Let's see how this goes. Okay. The base chakra, the red chakra. So this seems like this is an issue that may have to deal with your livelihood. That's just what I'm feeling here. It's like a base need. It's like the need to live somewhere, the need to have shelter, the need to have food. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like the survival need is kind of what I'm getting. It's very strong. I get that. But I'm getting like this is like making sure everything is built on something stable. It's feeling very stable to me. I'm not really completely... I'm feeling some other energies come through with that. More like knowing what you need to do seems to be falling in there too. Let's let that be for right now and keep going. Because I feel like there's more to that. Like it's kind of like the base, the root, what I'm building from, what I need to do. I can't do anything else without this. This is what I need to start from. This is my foundation. That's what I'm feeling. So for Aries, you're going forward. And are you going forward? Why do I have this? I kind of feel like you're going backward, to tell you the truth. Why would we say that? You got the King of Wands here, and you got the Three of Wands, but I'm feeling like things going backwards a little bit. And I feel like you're reviewing something from the past. Aries is not usually a backwards motion sign, so I'm kind of like, are we sure? And you got the Eight of Pentacles here. It's like you're looking at something from the past. You're looking at a connection to the past, a person even, with the King of Wands, which don't get caught up in the gender. And you're looking back kind of like there's something from the past that I feel like I could regain and I could make better. Something better for me from the past. I want something from the past and I want to put it in my future. Okay. And you're feeling like this will stabilize something for you. It's almost like a root. It's like somewhere you've been, and you're like, I want to go back and tap into that again, and I want to use that to build on my future. And I'm getting that again too with the Eight of Cups. You're moving away from what you're currently doing, and you're returning to something. I'm getting that again. Feels like you're returning to something that served you in the past, and you're just kind of like things were better then. Things were better then, and I want to bring that back in. And all of this is happening in the environment. You've got the Emperor, the King of Swords, with the Nine of Cups, with the Magician in the Mirror. Magician in the Mirror. So it's kind of like, all right, I got to settle up what happened in the past. Why did I walk away from it? Why did I leave that? Why did I not stay with it then? So the Magician in the Mirror is like, you can regain this. It's just kind of facing why things were left, why you walked away from it, or why it ended, whatever that is. But I'm also getting you returning is looked at very positively. You seem to be very welcome. And I'm getting the Emperor and the King of Swords are kind of looking at this very analytically, very intelligently, in the sense of like, you're needed here. You do well, and you're wanted, and you're appreciated. And I feel like you're being very warmly welcomed back. All you have to do is talk about why you walked away or why it ended last time. That seems to be all it's requiring to get back in. It doesn't seem too bad. So, something has changed. To get back in, Karma's here saying, well, we'll let you come back, but with these stipulations. This is different than last time. These are the stipulations. This is what we're going to require. We're going to protect ourselves a little bit. Now, this is being presented to you, and I'm getting indecision with the Temple. And I'm getting you, to be fair, with the Two of Swords. These changes, you're not really sure if you're over the moon about that. So I feel like what they're saying here is like you get a moment of time to think about it. The question is, will you go forward to this temple or not? Because the changes, this karma card here is saying, we'll let you back in, but with these changes, with these stipulations to protect ourselves. And you're looking at this like, okay, I don't know if I like that. So you're taking a moment to like really balance it out. Like, I wanted this, but do I want this with the new stipulations? Is this really something I want to do now that there's these added little rules with it? Will you go forward to this temple? Now, this is very interesting here. I feel like you're passing it up. I feel like what you're saying here with the Sun card on your side is like you don't feel like you have to do this. You're very empowered, which is good. I think it's really good. You don't feel like you have to do this. You don't want those new stipulations. And you're telling the situation, whatever it is, the broken heart is telling me, like, you're saying, you know what, I thought about it, but with the new stipulations, I'm not going to get re-involved with this. If it was the way it was before, I would be into this, I would do it again. But if it's going to be with these new stipulations, I can't do this. And the Sun card on your side is because you're not the one brokenhearted. That's why. You're empowered, and you're just like, I don't have to do it this way. I wanted it the way it was, but if it's going to be like that, thank you, but I'm going to pass. Thank you very much. You're empowered. That's where I'm getting that. Now, in the environment, the Ten of Pentacles are here. And what I see it evolving towards is actually the, am I putting that correct? Yeah. The Ten of Wands. You're wanted. You seriously are wanted. And I feel like what they're looking at here is like, all right, the Aries is not going to go for this with the new stipulations. But we really need the Aries. The Ten of Pentacles is telling me they really, really feel like they really need you. They really do want you. The Ten of Pentacles going into the Ten of Wands is saying they felt a lot more secure with these new stipulations. They felt like things were a lot more to their advantage with those new stipulations. But if they have to give those up to get you back, it's a lot more stress for them, but it may be worth it. They're going from the Ten of Pentacles into the Ten of Wands because they're letting go of those stipulations, and they're giving you another chance, not another chance, they're giving you what you want without the stipulations. And they're saying, all right, we thought it over, we do need you. Doing it the same way it was before without the stipulations, we can do that, we will do that, we do want you here. I do feel like they're willing to give in. Is that right, or is this a different situation? All right, for this, the way this ends, I feel like for some of you, yeah, they'll give in. For others of you, I feel like you walking away from that leads you towards what you really want. You do end up with the cornucopia. You end up with the plenty of what you want. But I'm also getting like the Seven of Swords is telling me, when you end up, you are eventually going to get what you want. You may find it somewhere else than anticipated. For some of you, these people are going to back off on the stipulations and you'll get in where you wanted to without the stipulations. For others of you, you'll move on from that completely, but you'll find another place to do exactly what you want to do without those stipulations. So either way, when you end up with the cornucopia, there are no stipulations there. It's what you wanted. It's back to what you did before without the extra restraints. Be it at the same place or a different place, you are still going to end up with what you want. Because I feel like if you end up moving on totally, you go towards something else where you can find a different way to do this. And you create your own opportunity. For example, if it's like a sales position and you want to go back to where you were, but you're like, well, they're saying, well, we'll let you back, but you have to agree. Well, we won't pay you out anything until 6 months, any of the commissions. And if you leave before those 6 months are up, you don't get that. And we pay by, or for example, maybe I've seen this happen before. We only pay commissions once a month. You have to be still employed with us to get your commissions for that month. If you walk away, we are not going to pay you the commissions. I've actually seen that happen. I don't know if it's legitimate, but I've seen it happen. And I feel like you're saying, well, these have to be secured, like they're mine. If I earn them, they're mine. You can't take them back, whether I work there or not. And I feel like if this situation won't be more forgiving to that and remove that stipulation, you end up going into a different sales position where it's like you know whether you're there or not, if you leave or not, you still get the commissions you're owed. It doesn't matter. So I feel like what they're saying is you're not going to settle for those stipulations, whatever they are. They're saying that's a good thing because you will find what you want. Even if it's not at the same place, you will end up somewhere getting what you actually want. You may not repeat exactly what you did in the past at the same place, but you may go to a different situation repeating the same type of work or involvement that you had before. And you will run out. You got that cornucopia. That's having more than enough. Having plenty of what exactly you're looking for from the past. You're bringing it back in under your own terms. On your own terms. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.